This is the 30th. I can't promise this will be interesting today. But I'm filling in. I'm filling in. Filling in the blanks. Alright. Okay. Where's my project for? So that's what I'm looking for right now. There we are. We found it. And we closed it. So it's hard to explain what I'm doing. Okay. So we have this here. There might be something I change. Maybe. Could be. Alright. Here we're gonna fade it out. Here we'll fade it out. Like that. Video editing on a stream, but this is part of the process. It is. It is. Okay. Most interesting part. The most important part. Oh. It is the most important part, really.
We come from the dream.
I think I want it sooner. Let's see. Like So I think this is almost done, which is cool. There we go. Now it looks like the moon.
We come from the dream to unite and rebuild. So don't be afraid. Take my hand. Unite and understand.
So I think we have the power to make our heaven. Ominous words. And then the thumbnail for the next video will be fire. That's how it's gonna work. That's how it's gonna work. I wanna just do a test on it here. I want to put it fully on. I gotta do something about this part. Because it's too fast. So, and to not look so silly, I'm going to put a delay. I don't know what happened with that animation. Not entirely sure I can fix it. Maybe I could with more time. There we go. What is that instrument, huh? I'm not entirely sure. What is that? I want to slow him down too. Just gonna slow him down a little bit. This is the marimba player. So I think if we skip here, did he just freeze? He kinda did. How would we make him slower? So he's already skipping. I mean, I guess that's okay. more thing I want to try. So let me save this. This is getting crazy, but that's okay. It's like I said, I don't know how entertaining this stream is going to be, which is okay, because I have to do this, so I don't care at this point. Dream has to be made. That's all there is to it. Alright. Where is the... No, this is no longer the prototype, so... Dream 1. Alright, so... kind of combining a lot of ideas. We got an animation, we have characters, and we have promise, truth, chaos. I don't know what, yeah, so promise, truth, chaos, and red here. And then this is the world. I think I took a poll. That was the most interesting thing about the poll, was learning about these. Alright. Okay. I think I'm good. Whew. Can breathe in there. But it's kind of cool seeing it through that lens. Alright. So we're video editing and we're enjoying ourselves. That's gonna happen in a bit. That sounded so wrong. But there's gonna be some like downtime, so there's one more thing I have to do with this, and I don't know if I could do it while streaming, but we'll try. We will give it a good old try. Okay. So we have that filter. It's not really a filter. I don't know what it is really. And then to the end. Okay. So what I want to do, so I'm going to open another video program. I'll show you how that goes. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So this one, this is the program. This program is interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one. It should be okay to stream while doing this. We'll see. If I disappear, that means my computer crashed. All the dreams ideas aren't stable, you know. It's the way it goes. But what I want is this. So this is the original. And we're going to add an effect. Let's see. Trying to remember how to do this so it can get interesting. Special effects, okay. Go to AI art generator. Properties. And we're going to get the model. We don't have to download it. Or do we? Maybe we do. Okay, so there's fire. So we did fire. Flame. This is the one. So flame is interesting. But as you can see, it's not like you can't see anything. But it is interesting. The reason I might not even use this at all, but if I put an opacity, like it'll look even better. So It's about combining things. But the only problem is I can't like just do it. I have to like export it so it can get the full effect. So I'm gonna do that right now. Not for YouTube. Well, I have to, yeah, that's weird. I have to do that. Okay. Alright, so that's where we're at. It's converting. And it takes a while because, I mean, the video is not long, but it converts. So I guess I'll put on like some music or something in the meantime. Something like that, right? Something like that. Put on some of that Melancholy Dream stuff. Yep. Where's my final audio? There it is. Okay. I'll just put like something on. Just ends there. Come on, come on. Alright, this is gonna take a while, I guess. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to find. I guess when I do this, I could like do what I normally do, right? Why change? Why change my own pattern? Just because there's a stream going on. There's no point in doing that. This mic has been annoying me all day long. Yeah, why not? Let me do that. I'm just gonna relax a little bit with some NES. I don't know why it's shaped like this. And we'll get a stream impromptu game going. Alright. So like that'll explain it. Let me move this down, maybe. Or move the other one up. Which one is which? Is it this one? This one? That's me. This one. Okay. So I'll move this over. That way we can see how long it takes to convert this weird idea I got. While we're waiting, just chill out. Can't really do anything else. See how we're doing with the conversion. It looks like it still has a while. But yeah, sometimes this is what happened. Yeah, we didn't see that coming. Sometimes we have to wait on things, and it's just how it goes. Surprise gaming stream. There we go. I still got it. Still know how to play this game. I didn't even check the volume of the mic. Wow. Compared to this game, it's probably Huh. No. Way to get him twice. Can't do it. Ooh. Used to this song. Alright. Go. All right. Let's see how we're good on the converting. All right. We still got some time, so Swamp Thing will continue. I don't think I'll get past this stage though. Hopefully it'll convert by the time this is done. And I can't really, I feel myself getting sick, so I can't really like sing or anything. So this is what happens when something like this happens, I guess, sometimes. Oh man. If you pause, you can see the secret traps, so that's kind of what I do. There's one there. Oh. Alright, got past that stage. Ah. No. Oh, man. There we go. All about the bakers. Take the scenic route. Oh. Same destination. Necessary. But annoying. There we go. I forgot where to go in this part. Ah. Really? I gotta go up here. Video finished? Let me see. Still going a little bit. Leave me alone. Whoa. Fell. Lost of balance. Alright, looks like the video's finished converting. So I like to just like save it every time there's like something I have to wait on. I just relaxed a little game or something. So yeah, I'll just save it there. I feel like I have so many save files of Swamp Thing at this stage because that stage is just so long. Alright, so we did that. Cool. Alright, so what we did was very strange, and I'll try to explain it someday. But I'll show you like what it did. Alright, so this is probably project 5. I hate like where they, I guess I could change the directory in the future. But yeah, let's just go straight to videos, okay. Alright, so I have a display capture on. Alright, we're gonna open up Cyberlink. So I use like multiple video editors, and you know, they all kind of got my style I like with them. Like I never felt the need to make anything super high quality with, you know, the best camera, the best, hire a director, you know, all that stuff, because, you know, directors in my area, I don't know, man. Maybe there's some good ones, maybe, but it's trial and error. And like most of the time it's people who don't care. Everyone's trying to make a buck off of you. So the only one who's gonna care about what you do is you. But yeah, this is what was created. As you can see, it looks like you can't see any. But if we put that here and we lower this, then, you know, the magic happens. We can even make it more. And we could even do it in certain parts. So, what I'm thinking is not going to be like in the beginning, but probably when the chanter comes out, that's when this fire comes in. So like here. So they say this is AI, but it feels like it's just a filter. You know, they say everything's AI now. It's like, oh, check out this AI bot that made this thing, and it's like, that's not AI, it's something else. Like, but they're calling it AI because that's what's in right now. So I think that's what these are, personally. But I mean, I could be wrong. Everything's AI if you think about it. So I might fade this into this little filter over, like just a big fade in. Okay, why did it take so long to fade in? That's weird. Oh, is it doing that thing where it reverses it? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Alright, then it could fade out here. Surprised that still shows up. That's cool. But it'll fade out there. Only focus on the task at hand. Yeah. I was surprised. Like, I was thinking about not showing this process, you know, just till it's uploaded, but it is the dream workshop, and the dream is the video, really. Video is dream in a way. Alright. We might have to play some Swamp Thing again, because I think I have to convert this.
We come from the dream to unite and rebuild. So don't be afraid. Take my hand. unite and understand.
Something up in the beginning though. So, yeah, what's going on with him? If I take this out. So his background flickers. I guess that's okay. It's kind of cool. But with this on, do I want I think I'm okay with that. As far as the words here, I think this is what they're supposed to be. Because there is three chapters in this story. And they do kind of conform to this. So chapter 1 is nothingness, really. And then in chapter 2 will be the abyss. And chapter 3 will be paradise. So I was kind of thinking about rewording that, you know, but now it makes sense to me because this album is 3 chapters. This story is 3 chapters. And this song is the prelude, you know, to everything. It's kind of a challenge, you know. Step into the fire. There will be like a video in between this one and the first chapter, or like the first part of the story. But yeah, I think this is what it needs to be. I have to restart the program because the transitions are kind of glitched for some reason. That happens with this program. But I don't have to pay no monthly subscription for it, so I don't know why that's instilled in me to be cheap, but it is. It's instilled in me to be cheap. Cheap. That's what I am, man. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should get a better video editor, but then it's like, well, I know exactly what I want to do with this, so. And then I get other editors, you know, still, but I always come back to this one. Okay, so that's how the transition should be. Let me see how this transition. There's something extremely hidden in this video. I'm just gonna make sure it's still there. It kind of is. It's hard to see. Yeah, he's in there. It's like a secret character in this. You know, I was explaining it to Chris. This is the Phoenix Tribe, by the way. And I'll explain who they are right now to the 3 people here, 2 people here, 3 people here. The Phoenix Tribe is an idea I had. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to save the world. And I decided now to make my music reflect that, you know. How do you save the world? Well, let me try, you know. It's pretty hard. But I feel like I can see where humanity's going. Not so much that I can change the world or that I can save the world, but how the world will be saved. And this idea of Phoenix Tribe is, you know, you have this guy Tewa from the Americas. They're all musicians, and you got Buon from Philippines, ancient Philippines shaman right here with a instrument that's lost to time. You know, this instrument that doesn't exist. It's a fictional instrument. It's like a rain stick, but it makes this chord, these like really beautiful chords. Then you have this girl, Lucia from Spain, with a Spanish guitar. You know, it's not really a Spanish guitar, but you know, it's a guitar. And then this guy, he's based on like the very first record of marimba, which was in Africa, and it actually looked like this. And he's based off the drawing of the person doing it. And in a way, I feel like it's the same guy that they saw. So it was just this African tribe wandering around with instruments. Like they were a really musical band or a tribe. So like they just wandered around playing for people. And I think a explorer encountered that tribe, and that was the first record of marimba. So that's where he comes from. And this girl is from Rome, Sophia, and she's actually like I think the oldest one. Tewa might be older, but she's like really old too. And the way I drew her was a little different. Chris drew her kind of simplistic, so we decided to make her not only someone from Rome, but a slave from Rome. So she's a slave who loves music and plays marimba. So all these people are from different times and different eras, but they all like just play together, you know. And there's a whole story with the chanter as well, and our story as well. These shadow people here, you'll learn about like who they are, you know, who we are in this story. But yeah, that's what Phoenix Tribe is. It's the idea that when 2 conquerors meet each other, they try to kill each other. But when 2 musicians meet each other, they jam, you know. And that's why, especially if you look at like music from Mexico, it's just a mix of all these different cultures that came over. They didn't try to kill each other. They played with one another. So that's what this is like showing you. Like, this is how we should be. This is the example. Instead of like at each other's throats, we should be playing songs together. Like, not so much like literally, but like, you know, living in unity and making something, you know, out of our existence instead of just. I could go on, but yeah, that's what this is trying to display here. And you know, Chris and I, we've been making characters since we were kids, and I don't want to lose that. I feel like we really built a lot. So, you know, there's always characters in our music. You know, Sad, he's a character that's in our music. He'll be appearing more too. But, you know, it's a story, and it's not like just a story for the sake of being a story. It's a story that's like trying to tell you something important. So like this whole thing is a big story. And these instruments that these fictional characters play are in throughout the whole album. You know, they're always there. Sometimes it's very vague. Sometimes it's very literal. This song, like, they're all showcased here. Um, and the chanter, like his little introduction is like a little puzzle too. So it's like chant ancient turtle island. Like what? Where's that? So like you can kind of decode this, what this means, and you can figure out like where he's actually from and what time he's from. He has a whole biography too that I made. He's pretty cool. I kind of wish Chris didn't draw him with a headband, but you know, he doesn't not need a headband. Like he can have one. So sometimes that happens. I'll give Chris a storyboard and he'll interpret it in his own way. And you know, I changed a little bit. I think I made like her skin a little bit darker, and I made her skin darker as well. I think I made his skin darker. Added more feathers. I think I changed him the most of the original, because like he's the first guy you see in this video, and I need him to be like really detailed. Um, but he's based off the Pueblo tribe people in the Americas. I think his name just means human, so that's why it's fitting for like what his cause is. So he's the first guy you see, and he's the only like story I have for him right now, because it's gonna develop later. Is that he's the one who starts the whole tribe, so he starts the whole song, basically. Um, he starts the group. And yeah, we can do, like, we can really expand on these characters too if like this stuff takes off, you know. I was thinking of even writing a story like how she gets introduced into the tribe, and I think that would be cool. I could still do that. But yeah, this is it so far. And I think these words are fine. I was going to change them, but I'm like, Lord, let me sleep on it, and then I'll decide if I need to change them. Because I think it is pretty literal, because it says to unite the world. Because that's the goal of all this, to unite the world. If we can get everyone to agree that we don't need the USA, China, we don't need countries, we don't need all that stuff. Like that's the next step in humanity. When the grandkids or the great grandkids of the people who invented countries finally wake up and see, hey, we don't have to live like our ancestors. We can change things. That's when the world's gonna move forward. That's when we're gonna go into outer space. We're gonna encounter alien, all that stuff. Like, that's the future. Makes no sense now, but that's what will come. And I feel like if this does take off, it'll come quicker. And I want this to be like more literal rather than, because the Melancholy Dream was very secretive, because I wanted people to dive into it and decode everything, even though I didn't fully understand it myself. Whereas now I've taken the time to decode a Melancholy Dream, and you know, this is what you get out of it. I'll show you this here, this strange display here. The idea, the world started here in red. I feel like it's a PowerPoint now. So the world starts with red, and many of us, like, these are kind of like souls in a way, or like how your soul is. So it could be red, which means you're miserable, you know, and you're not exactly like living happily. Chaos, you're not thinking, you're not happy, you're not sad, you're just kind of letting this world take a hold of you. I feel like truth can go into this, but truth is you're realizing what the world is and what everything is around you. A lot of, I guess, atheists would be here in truth. Like, they're just trying to, they don't want to be lied to, you know, because we've been lied to since we were children and we're tired of it. So we stay here. And I think I've been here most of my life. I've been in truth. And then this little circle is paradise. Promise. Which is where I'm trying to go. And where I need to lead everybody to. It's crazy. Crazy to say out loud, but that's what's going on in my head. Like, people are here, here, and here. I need to lead them here. And I say it, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over. We can make our own heaven. Like, we don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to do all these things to get into heaven. It's like, no, that's fine. But you do realize we can make our own paradise. We don't have to be okay with the false paradise that we have, or the paradise of yesteryear, because the world changed, and we're still living like it's the old days, really, as far as like our system. Like, our ancestors did not know we were all human. When they met each other, they thought, you know, they fought the Neanderthals so long. They thought everyone else is a threat too, but we've always been on the same team. And that's what Dreamcrack is trying to do. It's trying to crack the illusion that has been placed on us by our ancestors who did not know better. And now we know. We know, like, biologically all humans are human, you know. But in the past they didn't know that. But if they did, you know, it makes you wonder, like, would we have countries? Would we have any of these, like, constructs that are outdated, you know, that are going to become outdated? Right now they're still, like, we're still fighting each other, you know, like morons. But if we realize we're all on the same team, and that we all, you know, just like musicians would, we all should just play together and push ourselves forward, then we can create our own paradise, you know, instead of what we got. And take care of our planet, you know, because it's in danger. And people, like, oh, they like say, like, you're something when you're promoting the planet, but this thing goes, we all go, you know. At the end of the day, that's the truth. All right, so it's time to convert it. And speaking of saving the planet, we gotta play Swamp Thing again, because that's what's gonna happen. If I disappear, that means my computer crashed. But I'm playing NES, so it shouldn't do that. Let me close all the other programs. Project 5. I need to name them better. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright. So, boom. And yeah, here we go. It's that kind of stream today. I'm so tired. I don't even know where I am. Where am I? I feel like here? Alright, this is it. Okay. Where do I go? Hey, dude. I'm so sorry. Like, the music's probably like blaring loud because this emulator is so loud. There we go. It's still loud in my ears. Let me turn my headphones down. I hope you're having a good time. Seriously, man, I really wish everyone could just find a way to be happy, you know? Because I feel like when we're not happy, man, we spread it. We spread it. Is this a dead end? See, like, that didn't make me very happy. Oh, man. Why is it... I don't remember, like, I feel like this is a different game. Okay. Which is good because, you know, I once was bored of this game. So, like, replay value is good. Everybody doesn't like it. I don't think a lot of people like this game very much. I like it, though, a lot. One of my favorite games. Ah. But I do understand its flaws. Dang, man. I think I go that way. Okay. Okay. Now we're cooking up sugar. Oh. Baking a cake, man. Baking a cake. See, Nick. Alright. We're at what, 48%? Okay. Ah. Ah, man. Gotta sucker punch everybody. They don't like, they take away your ammo. It's not very nice. If I had my ammo, I could shoot him. Give him the unfair advantage. Ah. Hello, no. This is an outrage. Okay. Just gotta like be patient. See, like if he hits me. Oh. I can't hit him. Ah, still alive. We have to beat him before we move on. Whoa, I've never seen him do that. Dude, he's like thinking. This is NES, man. Nah, he's not thinking. I'm just getting unlucky. Ah, that was a double KO. It's me. Okay, I gotta hit on him that time. Okay, we did it. We beat him. Curse it all, man. Curse it all. Skin Man. Okay. I like that stage, but we got work to do, so I'll save it. Yeah, it's kind of my process, man. That's how I still play video games sometimes. Wait for things to convert, and then boom. Alright, so that's our first video. we're gonna see a lot of things today that aren't music, because Dreamcrack is meant to be like an experience, you know. It really is. And that's what you just see there. What I guess the reason that video games are like a part of the process is because like it really does inspire all this stuff, like just video games in general. So we're gonna like view it and make sure everything's okay.
We come from the dream to unite and rebuild. So don't be afraid. Take my hand. Unite and understand. Understand.
Yeah. Cool. So that's gonna lead into another video, which is gonna lead into Legend of Hatman. And I think there's gonna be like some in between videos, but not as complicated as I thought. They're gonna be a little more simple. And then chapter 1 going into chapter 2 is a big maze called Nothingness that I have kind of already made. But at first I thought it was gonna be like in between each song was another maze, but it's actually not that. So I have some time to work on Nothingness, the maze, which is part of it. But I think this is good for now with Dream. So I'm gonna retitle it. This is Project 4. No, Produce 25. That's how things get made. But thank you all for tuning in. This is part of it. I haven't advertised anything. I was feeling it's like I'm sick, but then I'm not. I'm just like I'm like going back and forth. When I get sick, I get so annoyed. It's just annoying to me. Like, why do I gotta be sick? I'll make myself bigger because I'm gonna be talking while I do menus, all this stuff. Um, yeah, I need to shave. I kind of like it though, but it's whatever. Um, Making the videos, especially for us, is like a big part of Phoenix Splash because we could play live shows and that's all good, but like to get this message out, like we really have to be like on our like most creative video style. And I decided that with Melancholy Dream because if we were to just upload our live shows, it would all just start looking the same, and it's just like we're a band, woo. Help us get famous, buy our stuff. It doesn't have the meaning I want, and I feel like the meaning is becoming like more important to me than anything else right now. Because yeah, I could do solos all day. I could do good ones. I can do ones that are, um, I think I don't want to bring up that Dirty Loops video again, but when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, they're doing solos. Yeah, I know what they're doing. I think like when I didn't react the way I like people wanted me to, they didn't like that. Like they wanted me to say, no, there's no way. How did they do that? I can't fathom. I can't fathom how they do that. I'm like, no, I know how they did it. Like it was there was like something with the guitars and maybe even the drums. Like I'm like, okay, I can see how he did that. Like it was impressive, but it didn't like make me jump out of my seat and do a backflip. And probably for other people, it probably didn't too. They just like kind of fake it. But and now I'm like, well, we kind of do the same thing, and it's like boastful in a way. I don't know. I just want my music to mean something, and I think that reaction video like opened my eyes to what I really want. And like going back to my younger self who wanted to save the world, like, oh, this is your time. I've gained these skills. Now I need to go back to that idea. And that's what Dreamcrack is. An attempt to save the world with music. And I think that's what all of my stuff is going to be now. Okay, so I have another folder. Oh, nothingness. Okay. But I'm thinking like what I'm gonna have to do. So I've made Dream. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do now. So we got some time. The next step is not a video, it's a script. What? A script? That has nothing to do with this, right? So this is part of the dream now, it's more than just music. And it's more than just making music videos and telling you to subscribe and all that stuff. So, and I'm rethinking the in between. So this is gonna be that. So it's gonna be a lot of talking. Maybe I'll put some background music or something. But yeah, this is gonna be a script session. So we're gonna be writing, because I'm a writer. Not an accomplished writer, but I write a lot. I keep a journal ever since I was 6th grade. And like lately I've been realizing, yeah, dude, you're a writer. Like you like to write, and You have your own style. You've developed, like, just do it. You know. And this goes for everyone. Like, if you have like a skill that you used to do and you don't do anymore, like, do it. Because it's what you are, probably, you know, deep down. It's like, yeah, you have a job, but it's not like that doesn't define you. So this is the in between. This is after dream. So after dream, I sit. Hatman sits in a chair, because Hatman is the narrator, really. It's me. I am Hatman. You know what? Let me get him on my hat. That gave me an idea that could relate to my job. Like, maybe when we do writing, I should make everyone bring a hat and put, like, let's put on our writing hats, you know? I don't know if I get in trouble. I don't care if I get in trouble, actually. Maybe I'll do that. Alright, so Hatman sits within a fire. As you can see, I can do that now because I have some skills. So Hatman sits within the fire, facing the audience. Now, I feel like this could be improvised, but I think I need to at least write something. I might not. Maybe I have to. I have trouble memorizing lines, but I think now is the time to get over that. I memorized lines once before. I could do it again. Okay. So I have to really choose my words wisely. So if I want to save the world successfully, and if they just saw that and clicked on the fire, they've passed the first step, you know. Okay. So Hatman, and this is just a rough draft, so just to have something down, and maybe I can make like a little outline here at the top. Let's see, outline. So Hatman will introduce himself. So Hatman introduces himself. That's something that has to happen, because you have to know who's talking to you. So he's going to introduce himself a little bit vaguely, because he's going to explain, like, a song will also introduce me, this very next song. So he's going to do that. So these are all the things he's going to do. Let me make some, and I'm using, oh, you can do bullets, okay. So writing strategies 101, man. That man will introduce himself. That might not be the first thing he does. He's gonna address that you've clicked on the fire. That you have clicked on the fire. And I'm still thinking, like, this part, does it come while the next song is being worked on, or is it always going to be there? And I'm thinking it's always going to be there. So something else he's going to do that I never did in Melancholy Dream. He's going to say, you need to subscribe. Not that subscribe. You need, if you want to save the world, you need to subscribe and spread this message, because that's how you save the world. You spread the message. So he's gonna do that. This is his agenda. So he introduces himself, addresses that the viewer, which is you. Viewer has clicked on the fire, and then you need to subscribe and spread this message. Introduces. He might not do all of this. I don't want this to be too long. Phoenix Tribe. He might not do this right away, actually. He might not introduce the Phoenix Tribe. He's not going to explain it right away, because They will be explained, but maybe not here. Spread the message. Okay. And prompts. Chapter 1 of Dreamclick. And he's gonna explain what dream crack is, just like I did in a way earlier. Man, my right eye is really slumping, man. You see that? You see my right eye here? I'm a two-face, so I have one person here, which is who I am now, and I have one person here. So I have two people in my head. I'm just kidding. I have migraines. I have migraines. That's why my right eye is so low. But I like to think of it like that. Something just fell. Oh, it's these headphones. These earphones. But yeah, that's... And I thought it was going to be the maze, you know? I thought there was going to be a maze in between each song, but the maze is very long. And people have short attention spans, so if I really want to save the world, I have to keep mind of that. Because I've been watching TikTok, and I've been keeping up with the world, you know? Because it's very easy to just stay in your own bubble. Let's see. I'll put on some like background music while I do this. I'll put on 24. Alright. Okay. There we go. Now we got some music on, guys. Alright. So we explained the dream, what dream crack is. Okay. Hitman will introduce himself. He addresses the viewer. He's clicked on the fire. He's gonna do this first. This is a bullet. Okay, so he addresses the viewer, clicked on the fire. He'll introduce himself a little bit. And he's gonna do this after this, or maybe he's gonna do it here. Yeah, this is what it will be. You know, it's kind of weird. I mentioned like sometimes I feel like I'm watching a movie, and that like I'm just like putting in what I see in the movie that I'm watching, because I dream about, or like, you know, I daydream about this stuff, just like it happening, and I'm like, that's weird. It's like, well, I saw the maze, but now I know where the maze goes. And now I know what comes next after dream. And it's this script here. So this is something I do when I'm writing a script. I improvise first. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, and there'll also be probably a background song to all this too. Trust the viewer clicked on the fire. So you've clicked on my fire now. I can just say it like that. I'm gonna thank you. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for taking a step. It's not easy. Thank you for... Thank you for taking... Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you for your time. This is a rough draft. I could always change it. For your time. So, he's addressing that you've clicked on the fire. I promise you, this will be the most. And something else Hatman's gonna do, he's gonna address that he's on YouTube. That's something that never happened in Melancholy Dream. He's gonna address, like, you're on YouTube, you're watching this on YouTube. Melancholy Dream, I was thinking of making it a Dreamcast game, so I never mentioned YouTube. So, on my background music, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for your time. I promise you, this will be the most important YouTube experience you've ever been on. YouTube experience. You'll witness. I have to break something in people's minds. Because this is what the world has done to... that I've noticed, and I think if you've ever tried to release music, you've noticed this too. My goodness, man, like, no one will give you a chance unless, like, you have big numbers. Like, we have okay numbers, so people give us that chance. But man, if you just start, like, some people won't listen to you unless, like, you have some kind of number, like big number or something. And I'm just like, why? You know? And then you have to find those certain people who don't think that way, and it can be difficult. So I'm gonna try to break that right away, right here, right now. Do not think of Phoenix Splash as a mere band. Focus on our music. Focus on our lyrics. So, instead of introducing himself, he's gonna attempt to break open, or break up. He's gonna try to tear apart a spell. Attempts to rid the viewer of a curse. Because, you know, even mentioned in my old, I was well aware of the curse, you know. People don't listen to lyrics anymore. People just like the jam. You know, I even did a poll, and I think, like, not a lot of people actually appreciate, like, lyrics itself. You know, unless, like, you're a fan of, like, the Smiths or, like, other bands with strong lyrics, like, and it's partially the artist's fault too, you know. So he addresses that you clicked on the fire. Now he's trying to break the curse. So instead of this, he's gonna just outright tell you there's a curse placed on you. Curse placed on listeners of music, and I will attempt to break it. He's just gonna tell you. Something Hatman needs to do is always tell the truth, because that's who he is. He is nothingness. He is truth. And I will attempt to break this curse. When you listen to our music, do not ask yourself if this is something you like. Instead, ask, what is it? Ask what it is. I have to be careful. I have to word this to where people understand it, because if I word it like Bruce Lee, no one will understand what I'm saying. So do not ask yourself if this is something you like. Instead, ask what it is. So now he's going to explain what that means. Listen to lyrics and listen. Yeah, just listen to lyrics. Understand the message and understand the story. If you can do so, you can break a curse. Break a generational curse that has been placed on music. Okay. We are attempting to crack the dream. So now he's going to explain what dream crack is. We are, and again, this is a rough draft, you know. I have to keep reminding myself of that. We are attempting to crack the dream. A dream that has been placed on us by our ancestors. We are attempting to crack the dream, a dream that has been placed on us by our ancestors. We're attempting to crack the dream, a dream that has been placed on us by our ancestors. We know more now than they did. No more now than they did. We know more than. Through this journey, through this story, I will show you something. I don't know what I'm going to show. Through this story, through our story, I will show you the fate of the modern human and how to get out of hell. How to get out of, I'm just going to call it red for now, but I'll probably change that to where it makes more sense. But that's where we are right now as a human. We are how to get out of more curses, how to get out of, I'm just going to leave it there for now. For dream crack to take full effect, you must share this message. You must share this story. You must make it loud. Because the demons won't let it. Because you must make it loud. Because it will be held back. It will be silenced. It will because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. Message will try to silence it. For dream crack to take full effect, you must share this message. You must share this story. You must make it loud, because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. There we go. Okay. It is kind of like a message to humanity. You know? It is. Dreamcrack has giant ambitions. You know, my goal for Dreamcrack is not to sell 1,000 copies. It's to save the world. It's not to get famous. But that needs to happen if this message to work. And something else I see in this movie that plays in my head is other musicians joining in on the cause and making their music all about this too. So that's something I see. I hope it happens. And that's why like I'm starting to come up with like that phrase, pick up an instrument and join me. That's a message to other musicians. And what they join is something called the Phoenix Tribe, because it is based on that tribe in Africa that just wandered around with instruments and played for everybody instead of fighting. It's that same idea, you know. It's up to the musicians to model and show the way. But man, musicians are kind of kept down right now. It's really only the elite making music. But even them, like, if I get to them, even like if I get to someone really big, and they see this message, and they understand it, and then they put it in their music because they don't know what to write about anymore. They're already successful. Then boom, man, we've done it, you know. And yeah, that's fine with me. That means Dreamcrack worked. Even if fame doesn't come from it, like someone big understands it and takes it to heart, then Dreamcrack has done its job. You must share the story. You must make it loud. Oh, my background music stopped. There we go. Okay. The ones who fear the message will try to silence it. And the ones who don't understand will need to be the ones who don't understand will need explanation. And yeah, that comes with the idea that like for Dreamcrack to work, like the message will be very clear. Everything will be very crystal clear. Like it's in the lyrics, the story, which is something Melancholy Dream didn't do, you know. Melancholy Dream, the videos were based on the lyrics, but now this dream, everything is intent. Everything understands each other. Or there was kind of a disconnect in Melancholy Dream. Dreamcrack, everything is aligned, you know, or it should be. There's like I think 2 songs that might need some work on that. But with chapter 1, everything is perfect right now. So you must share the story. You must make it loud, because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. The ones who do not understand will need explanation. So yeah, okay. So the message. What is the message? What is the message? We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors... Oh, this thing doesn't have spell check. That's okay. I thought it did. Ah, WordPad. I guess I'll put it in Google Doc if I ever like, because I want to like put it in the like the text in the video too, and maybe multiple languages. You know, I'm starting to think that too. That's gonna be hard, but I think there's people on. I can hire someone to do that. So something like that. I'll try to get a translator to like at least just make the text, you know. Wonder what languages though. It's definitely English, Spanish. Well, I don't need to hire anyone for English, but Spanish, Chinese, um, Arabic probably. Yeah, I'll try to get as many as I can. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to create our own path. This thing gets really deep too, because like other people have tried to do this, and something I noticed with all of them is they all get killed. Sitting Bull, Martin Luther King, Jesus Christ. Well, I have them on my wall here because these are people I look up to. Bruce Lee, he talked about this kind of thing too. But yeah, they all get killed. It's bizarre. And I'm looking into JFK now, like John F. Kennedy. Like, what did he believe in that got him murdered? But if everyone can understand this, and like it goes, viral, like the message goes viral, and everyone understands it, and there's multiple people talking about it, then you can't destroy it, And that's something that Sitting Bull, Jesus, that's something that Martin Luther King, that's something they didn't have. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to push with. That's what I'm trying to push with this. High ambitions, man. High ambitions placed on us. So, we need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need... So I can't talk about that now, but that will be talked about in this project. Like, people in history. Yeah, explain what dream crack is. We need to break the dream our ancestors placed on us. We need to unite. We need to abandon. And this part can get controversial, so I have to be careful. We have to abandon our differences and focus on uniting respectfully. So I'm putting the word respectfully because sometimes in history and this is the thing, like I'm a history buff too. So when one empire conquers another, they try to erase that empire completely. And it doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't unite people. Like the US tried to do it with the melting pot idea. Whereas like a country like Singapore kind of accepted everybody's differences but still united and still got things done. Where the US tries to make everybody the same. Like, you're an American, you like apple pie, but then America gets in its own way and says like, well, you're a different color, you're over here, like gets in its own way. So that's why I put uniting respectfully, because like we need to respect our differences, our cultures, where we come from, who we are, what we do. Like, we shouldn't be looking down on people because of their jobs. We shouldn't be looking down on people because they're having a hard time with money. And in that same vein, we shouldn't look up to people who have done well in this system. Like, we shouldn't say they're the best human. We should say they're human like me. And we all need to get it together. We all need to work together. So that's what this is, uniting respectfully. And yeah, this can have political implications, but just know I have no political affiliation. I never have. I used to like, this stuff might seem like it leans left, but it, like, just like that's a curse in itself, just having that. But yeah, I can't explain that here because this is an introduction. So I just have to be aware, like, hey, don't make it sound left leaning. You need to get the people on the right in on this too. Everybody needs to be in on this. So I might change that because make it red. He's talking about us. Like, we're all the same, man. We're all the same. That's the message. How to get out of the false paradise. I'll show you the fate of the modern human and how to get out of the false paradise. Because the idea is like not to even eliminate the elite. It's to, like, if this spreads far enough, the children of the elite will see the message and realize, hey, what, I love my parents, but they did something bad, or they followed a bad script, and I have to be the one that changes. That's what something else I see in the movie that plays in my head. The children of the elite will understand the message, and because it's ultimately up to them. Like, it has to be big enough that it gets to them. We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to abandon our differences and focus on uniting respectfully. So, yeah. First music. So, this message and this story needs to spread. Needs to be shared. I think I mentioned that up here. You must. Yeah, I already said it. Okay, so I already said this. So, this is kind of explaining what Dreamcrack is. And this is saying, so I kind of switched them. Which I think is better because it's talking about the importance of the message here and then what the message is. We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to abandon our differences. Not abandon, but respect. And I might find a better word for respect. We need to respect, but respect will be fine there. We need to respect our, not abandon. Okay, that's something I thought. I was thinking, like, is that what we need to do? Like, just create one goal, and that's what most people come to that conclusion. Oh, we need one language. Oh, we need this and this. It's like, no, we need to respect our differences, but we also need to unite. So instead of someone abandoning their language, they just learn another. And, everyone is saying it will be English. And that's okay, as long as there is a language everyone can understand. Doesn't matter what it is. And yeah, the problem with English is that it has a history. And that's something that we as humans have to acknowledge too. Like, but yeah, that gets confusing when we get there. We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to respect our differences and focus on uniting. So that's the message. That's basically what Dreamcrack is. It's cracking the illusion of, and I'm just gonna outright and say it, we created a god, and its name is money. And I think money is necessary. Like, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, let's get rid of money. Like, it can't work like that because it's too powerful. We need to, as humanity, we need to acknowledge that money is not everything and that the planet is everything. So if money and the planet meet and we have to decide what's more important, it needs to be the planet. So we can't get, we need to place laws that are like, set to protect the earth, you know. And yeah, it's very complicated, especially when you get into laws and stuff. But yeah. So, and now I got a prompt, chapter 1. So that's what's next. We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to respect our differences. Okay. And focus on uniting. This is Dreamcrack, man. This is the dance, you know. We have other songs that are going on at the same time, but this is like, if those songs have to be put on hold, I'm okay with that, because I really want this to come out already. I wanted it to come out in summer, but you know, things just took time. But yeah, this is the most important thing to me right now, you know. We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream our ancestors placed on us. We need to respect our differences. We do learn best from story. As humanity, I feel we learn best from stories. So I will tell you. I will tell you my story. I am Hatman. Now it feels like it's getting fictional, so I need to be careful. As humanity, I feel we learn best. So I will tell you one. I will tell you. So I'll tell you a story based on myself. Based on myself. Based on myself. We will begin chapter 1. The Legend of Hatman. Do I say subscribe up here? I need to say subscribe. Yeah. Okay, when you listen to weird. When you're more than they did their story, I'll show you. So I'm kind of already saying that here. Through our story, I will show you the fate of the monarchy. It's paradise. So I might move this like down here. Let me see. Okay, for Dreamcrack to take full effect, you must share this message. You must share this story. You must make it loud, because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. The ones who do not will need explanation. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Tell others to do so too. I haven't told people to subscribe in a while. I don't even think I do it on the streams. I tell you to listen to our music on Spotify, but not much else. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for your time. I promise you, this will be the most important YouTube experience you'll witness. There is a curse placed on listeners of music. I'll attempt to break this curse. I think I'm talking too much about the curse up here. Let me move this. Go straight to the cracking of the dream right there. I could get carried away with talking about the musical curse, but maybe I don't even need to. Now I'm hearing things. I'm scared. Alright, we're attempting to crack the dream. The dream that has been placed on us by our ancestors. I'm gonna erase this right now. Through our story, I will show you the fate of the modern human and how to get out of the false paradise. For Dreamcrack to take full effect, you must share this message. You must share this story, this vision. So if you're interested in writing, I'm moving things around and all that. strategy there. You must share this message. You must share this vision. You must make it loud, because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. The ones who don't understand will need explanation. I'm gonna say do not. The ones who do not. So, because when you're saying that out loud, it's more clear. Will need explanation. Because they'll be like, did he say do? The ones who do not understand will need explanation. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Tell others to do so too. This message needs to be heard. I might even have the mic there. Like, it's just gonna be, it's important. We need to push, so I'll read this again. For Dreamcrack to take full effect, you must share this message. You must share this vision. You must make it loud, because the ones who fear the message will try to silence it. The ones who do not understand will need explanation. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Tell others to do so too. This message needs to be heard. Yeah. What is the message? We need to push humanity forward. We need to break the dream that our ancestors placed on us. We need to respect our differences and focus on uniting. The message is clear: to unite the humans. Simply. To unite the humans. There you go. There's your mission statement. Unite the humans. As humanity, I feel we learn best from stories, so I will tell you a story based on myself. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about the curse at all, I'm thinking. Okay. It's like the two people here are witnessing something. Oh, that's when that took over the world or something. Oh, it started with this stream? He wrote it on a stream? What? That'd be crazy, right? But yeah, this is my attempt, man. This is my life. This is my shot. This is it, you know? Everything I do is we need to push humanity forward. We need to respect our differences and focus on uniting. The mission is simple: to unite the humans. How about the message is simple: unite the humans. As humanity, if it will, so I'll tell you a story based on myself. Listen to my lyrics and understand. Listen to my lyrics. Hear my story. Then it'll lead into the legend of Hatman. This is a good rough draft. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'll probably work on it more tomorrow. Film it as soon as I feel like it's strong enough. And then start working on Hatman. As far as releasing Dream, not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. Because I know I want to release them like maybe by week once they come out. So it'll be like Dream, Hatman, Exploder, and then Pocket Master. But yeah, in the meantime, I have to make like substitute videos for like when the dream goes there, like, hey, this isn't done yet, like, give me time or something. You know, it's not gonna say something like that, but you know, it will. This isn't Hatman saying this anymore. This is me. That's a realization. This is the author. This is me saying this. This isn't the character saying it anymore. There we did it. All right. And yeah, you know, I used to think, especially like before these last few months, I used to think, oh, I'm a musician, I'm a musician, I'm a musician, I'm a musician. And it's like, I'm a lot of things. And I need to combine them all. That's always been it. And I've always had trouble like implementing the writer part of me, but in a way it's kind of led the channel because all those YouTube videos were written scripts, written, unfortunately not written with the best intent, but this is me writing with the best intent. The other ones were written with, in a way to garner attention. And I think this one is too, but with a better message behind it. A message that is who I am, you know. Like deeply who I am. And this is it. So, yeah, these aren't, I know these are like, I guess that's why I call them dream workshops, you know. They're not music creation workshops, but music is a big part of it. So, you know, listen to our music, understand our message. Because if we can revive the musical spirit, we can revive the world. We can take control, you know. We can take control of our destiny. Yeah. But I think this was a good session. Anyways, I'll see you soon. This is Josh from Phoenix Splash, signing off.